Yeah.
And then you put the filling in it and then wrap the masa around it and then make it flat again and then basically fry it.
And that's a pupusa?
They're delicious.
Oh, yes! I've had those.
I'm trying to find a Taco Bell red sauce copycat recipe so I can put that inside
You make
them.
the fire sauce? Oh.
That's actually not a bad idea. Just get a bunch of like
Just get
sauce
a bunch of fire
packets.
sauce and put them in a bottle.
They probably sell it that way.
I'm a
don't they?
salsa in a bottle.
Is it running?
Let me double check.
Yes, it is running!
Cool.
The camera is running. You are ready to film. Let me get.
Hey guys, you ever seen a lava lamp? They're pretty cool, right? I've got like 3 of them. I think they're awesome. Anyway, today we're gonna learn how to create a similar effect in a glass. So what you'll need is some water, something clear to put the water in, some food coloring, salt, and some cooking oil. So take your glass, pour it about 3/4 full with the water. Then pick out a fun food color. I think I'm gonna go with pink because that's my favorite color. Okay. Then I'm gonna pour some vegetable oil on top of the water. And if you've never done this before, watch while you pour it in, and you will observe, which means see or notice, that the oil floats on top of the water. Now, do you remember me talking about density a couple of weeks ago? Well, the oil floats on top of the water because the oil is less dense than the water. So the water stays on the bottom and the oil stays at the top of the glass. So now we're gonna wait for the bubbles to kind of, and the oil to kind of like come back together. That's probably good enough. And then you take your salt and you're gonna pour a little bit over the oil and watch what happens. That's so cool. So you should see some blobs of salt and oil falling to the bottom, and then the oil floating back to the top, kind of like how the wax in a lava lamp floats.
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me that's not real lava?
No, it's not real lava.
I've been lied to my entire life.
This effect is so cool. So anyway, why this happens is that the salt is heavier than the oil and heavier than the water, so when it falls through the oil and water, it drags some of the oil down to the bottom with it. When it reaches the bottom, it sits there for a little bit while the salt dissolves, and when it dissolves enough, the oil floats right back to the top. Density. So this, of course, is always just a demonstration. If you want to make it a true experiment, you need more variables. So some things you can experiment with are different types of salt. See if fine salt works better or not as well as coarse salt. You can try different kinds of cooking oil. Like I have canola here. You could try soybean. You could try grapeseed oil.
Olive oil?
Olive oil, yes. I was wondering though, it occurred to me, if you had the water at a high enough temperature, you might be able to use coconut oil too.
I was just going to ask about coconut oil.
Because coconut oil is solid at room temperature. But if you melt it a little bit, if you had some hot water in the glass.
Avocado oil?
Avocado oil, yes.
Olive oil.
You could also. I have some things here. Will other substances besides salt work? Like sand, sugar, pixie stick powder.
Oh, pixie sticks. Those are good.
Pixie sticks are good.
Keep me away from those.
I know, I'll eat a whole package.
Yep.
You can also try different containers to see whether the height or shape of the glass affects the experiment. And I think that about covers. Oh! See how long you can keep the effect going. So, like, how much salt do you need to add before it stops working? I bet it's a lot. I bet you can take this pretty far.
Yeah, so that's cool. I don't have to use actual lava because I was.
You do not,
It seems
because
pretty
that's
hard.
very dangerous.
Yeah, and it's hard to get.
Yeah.
I know a guy in the valley that sells actual lava.
You do not.
I do.
Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you have fun with this. It's one of my favorite experiments. Bye!
Oh, wow, man.
Right?
I need to get one of those
It's totally groovy, dude.
in my living room, man. Or in my mystery machine.